When we last left off, our intrepid heroes made their way into the Iron Vein Keep. They confronted many Nagamanders who had been corrupted by Dahag's poisonous influence. They made an ally in Bishop Gunther of the Church of Kandarn, and with the help of him and his paladins, made their way to the throne room, where they found the Thane of the keep, Lord Colton, and Radomir the Child both waiting for them. A fight ensued, during which both Colton and Radomir were quite quickly taken out of the picture, non-lethally, of course. However, it quickly became apparent during the confrontation that Colton was not in his right mind. He repeated the same phrases and seemed somewhat unaware of his surroundings, as did some of his followers. When the last of Dahag's minions collapsed, so too did the remaining dwarves, seemingly controlled by some poisonous influence. So, not wishing to waste any more time or their precious resources, the party has forged ahead through the throne room and into a secret passage that leads down into the depths of the dwarf hold. So we're going to start off with some skill checks, because while Ursula is intimately familiar with the lived-in portions of the keep, this is very much not. This is an older section that she's never really been into. However, you have the advantage of Dwarven stone sense, Ursula's pure cunning survival instincts, and also the fact that whatever was coming through here probably wasn't that long ago, nor likely that concerned about leaving tracks. So, Ursula, or really whoever, I assume Ursula has the highest survival, would you roll that skill, and we'll make sure that you can find your way quickly to the source.
Sure. Let's do a quick check. I have a 5 in survival.
I've only got a 4, so I can at least assist.
Don't look at me.
Okay, then.
I can navigate a vehicle.
That is not helpful in a literal dungeon.
No, it isn't. I got like literally. You come to me if you need athletics or deception, insight, persuasion, like that bullshit. I talk good, but also I'm muscles. I can't help you here.
Yeah, tracking not your specialty, but something Ursula's pretty good at. So let's see it.
That's your toast assisted.
Yes.
From Szooth, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you immediately glom onto the slimy trail of a Nagamander slithering through from the personal chambers of the Thane down into, as I said, the literal dungeon of this place. It is a small prison to hold dissident dwarves, criminals and the like in their time before sentencing. As you make your way through there, though, who's taking point? Is it you, Ursula, or are you letting someone else lead the way?
Well, might as well, because I did sniff out and have an easier time to move around. But making sure to hand out some potions to the group just to be on the safe side before we get to our destination.
Okay.
So I would like people of the party to note down that you are given, every one of you is given 2 supreme, 1 superior.
How much the values of those?
Supreme is 10d4 plus 20. superior is 84 plus 8.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, we're about to go
thanks
fight a demigod. I'm not in the mood to to do the usual. Ursula, please, this is too much. Like, oh, we're fighting a god. All right, fine.
Yeah,
I'll take what I can
and-
get. Yeah, yeah,
We still have the
And,
potion of heroism on, right? Mother.
yeah. We're still juiced.
Okay.
It's okay. Hold on.
Sorry,
And,
fly literally flew in my eye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I ordered
I've
some
got them.
fly tape to arrive tomorrow.
I have a question.
I have an answer,
Yeah.
maybe.
Can Valera use my sorcery points?
I believe I've established the answer to that is yes. Yes, you can, because that's an inherent part of you, because you're a sorcerer.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, are you gonna
Hey.
bring out Moo Cow for a bit?
For a blessing, yeah.
Aren't most of us
I'm
jacked up on the heroisms though?
Yeah, but how long does that last?
An
Now,
hour.
Oh, it does? No, fine.
Yeah. And because during downtime, when I had a nice discussion with Merzendi, and Merzendi already showed the cool shit, I will now hand out. God, this is the reason why I'm so fucking broke.
Uh-huh.
Potion of Giant Strength,
How much strength does that give?
the same that Merzendi has, 27.
That's cloud giant strength. There's several different giant strength potions.
Yes, I know. It's a very rare. So, Kinathis, if you're gonna hit, if you're gonna do the smacky smack, you get
I
one.
feel like Szooth would be more appropriate. I can only
Yeah.
make one attack, sometimes
Then-
two.
Szooth makes the 3.
Szooth makes a lot.
Then, DTL,
Yes.
please enjoy this 1 hour strength potion of Cloud Giant.
Besides, someone who's going to stab.
Like I said,
well, yeah, who's going to stab the snake?
I mean, Zeus
it
going to
doesn't
try.
matter. doesn't matter.
Maz is already cloud strength.
But yes,
Yeah,
I
I know.
have it written down.
Okay.
I'm going to take it once we get out once we're near the door and we're sure we're going in. I want to be fucking. I know you rolled really good on that survival. I just don't want to be fuckiness.
Yeah, but it's like I said, it lasts an hour.
Like I said, I don't want any fuckiness.
Should they? But do remember that rage is a bonus action.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I have one more.
I'm good.
I'm fine. Save it.
I do know Stiggy.
Oh
Could
God.
use it.
Don't make her any stronger, please. She's already
I'm
so
sorry.
Avenger
powerful.
cloud strong
I will-
paladin.
I will say this. I have been patient for over 2 years. I'm not taking any chances, you know?
I mean, yeah, and Siggy does also still have her action surge.
Oh God.
Can she stab?
Yes.
Okay, then fine. Give her the fucking. Let's just make
Yes.
this as ridiculous as possible.
Oh, it's the thrust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the demigod is so fucked.
I can't get over the fact your wife has a bigger dick than mine.
Yeah, but yeah,
I
was
Are
mean,
you
you're
honestly
Kobold,
not
what did you
surprised?
expect? It's just a clit.
okay. And here I will say this: that she's a paladin that has a fucking legendary weapon known as a Holy Avenger, which people normally don't fucking see until like 16 and up.
Yep.
So that, and I know she takes a lot of shit, so she will get an invulnerability potion.
Sure.
All right.
So, and remember, all you fuckers, that including those NPCs, will get the healing potions.
Those retainer alchemists are putting in work.
Yeah, they were put to work. There's a reason I dumped mad dosh into them. If we fuck up now, it's not because of preparation, it's dice. So yeah, I'm prepared as much as I could.
Gonna
'Cause
palm
this is
Morrigan one of the Supremes that you gave me.
Yeah,
As you
sure.
watch me, I do the Batman cloak and just there's Mori. Ta-da! Stumble, stagger. Alright, and that's my level 6 spell slot locked off once more. It's so weird how that thing functions.
It is.
It is a super spell that you can only use for that one spell. Nothing else can access that spell level. I can't rank up anything else I do. It's just a locked off spell slot.
Yep. And then Mori, here we go. Inbound potion.
All right. She will.
And magic
that.
resistance. Yeah.
Hell
Magic
yeah.
resistance potions. Y'all get that too. So it's 10 minutes. It's free versus all spell effects.
God, it's a
Also
good.
have-
It is a good thing that Nahia's retiring after fucking Ring of Regen quest, because I'm gonna have to like save up money to bankroll your guys' adventure and overthrowing the fucking bourgeoisie. I see all this money. I'm like, I am incurring a debt here.
Yeah, and I will say this: if we fail here, Ursula is dead.
Yeah. I mean, if we
That's-
fail here, it's likely that means we all die.
No, I mean fail to save him. Like he dies here.
Yeah. No, I get that. And I would honestly expect the same to occur for me. What with that doomed wife situation. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. Let's not die.
Yeah. Oh, if we kill him, but not this, and the son dies, she's just gonna die. Okie dokie, let's do this shit.
Well, that was cheery. So if we're done with the buff train. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to throw on before we get to the end here?
I guess I'll drink a potion or two.
Yeah, I'm gonna give everyone a shot of vodka. There you go, that's my contribution. Enjoy.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Fair enough. Okay. You know what? Sure, I'll take it. Take a shot before a big fight. Why not? I'll also drink my invulnerability potion. And my speed potion. Now,
Oh,
let's see
chuck
about those.
the MRes. Rock and roll.
Juiced for
Yep.
conquest. Let's go.
We're positively sloshing with potions. We're all gonna have the worst shits after this.
It'll be worth
You're
it.
gonna piss a fucking rainbow.
It's going to burn for all of us.
Yeah. There.
Worth it.
Yeah.
If this was AD&D like first edition, you'd all be growing extra limbs and shit by now. But it's not, so
Yeah.
it's fine. You just are gonna have the poops later.
It seems only fair that consuming all of this, like, it burns through your entire system in like a minute or an hour, etc., has the same effect as, like, wolfing down a bag of sugar-free gummy bears.
The same effect as eating Taco Bell.
It's like
It
this,
also stays in your
actually.
system for an hour. Anyway, so with buff training complete, so Ursula's in the front of the party. Would you kindly give me a perception check, please?
Well, she's dead since we got 2 weirdos.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome
Now you
back.
have 2 weirdos. Okay.
19.
Okay. So, as you are making your way through the dungeon, you notice a handful of traps down here. But luckily, between your keen senses and Szooth's knowledge of traps, you're able to either disable or bypass them entirely relatively easily. Nothing gets afoul of you, no one takes any damage. However, also in the dungeon, you note that there is a lone prisoner, a single individual who's been strung up, hanging by her wrists from the roof of one of the cells, is a kitsune, is wearing the ceremonial robes of a Kaliran priestess. Has a black bag over her head, but otherwise looks unharmed.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion why that came about. Gonna ask Mori to, like, fly up there and let her down.
The jail cell is locked.
How locked is it? Because we've got a very competent party here.
I mean, that depends on how much time you want to spend, or I suppose how badly you fail your
Excuse me, I'm just going to take out a scroll and just cast knock on it.
Okay, that
neat.
works too.
This is from a leftover from breaking.
Yeah, I mean, hey, rock and roll.
All right. I don't believe you need to make any checks for that, even though it's not a spell known to you. It's on your list and below your level, so that's fine. Knock, knock goes the door. And yes, Mori
It's not
can
magic or
fly
something.
in there and dispose of the chains. The priestess is made aware of you really only by the knock spell making a loud breach sound, and then a moment later is flat on her face with a big oof. Her like 6 tails flop around helplessly and start wiggling this way and that.
Relax, we're here to essentially save the day in the biggest way, but we don't have time to waste. We're all literally sloshing with potion.
There is a muffled "okay" from under the bag.
Yeah, I'll tug the bag off and I'll give her I'll spend a first level healing scroll on her.
Alright, yeah, some like a black eye heals off of her. And once someone presumably takes the gag out,
There you go.
she'll add on. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Something large went by just a few minutes ago.
Yep, we're gonna fuck it up.
Wave you off as you go.
In the throne room, by the way, the important people who are in there were mind controlled quite recently and are tied up for their own safety and yours. Don't touch them, don't mess with them, don't talk to them. Everyone else, they're probably just gonna need resuscitation if they are not crazy cultist people. Take care.
Yeah, she will kind of worm her way over towards the cell door and get herself standing again by the time you guys are running on past.
Yep. Last thing we want to do is for her to have then gone and be like, oh no, the minister and the king, and then fucking, untie our prisoners.
Yeah, that's smart. The alternative would be to, oh hey, Colton's unconscious. Stab.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's tell her that they were in fact mind-controlled idiots. Don't shank them. But also don't free them.
Yes, good call there. So, your movements lead you through the dungeon, but the slime trail of the Naga goes past that. There's another hidden passage at the end of the dungeon that leads you back up into one of the residential tiers. In fact, very up. You have to go up several floors of stairs. Probably very uncomfortable for Hashat to squeeze through at her stature. This is meant to be a Lord's escape tunnel of sorts.
Those giant fucking snakes have to come through here.
They are much bendier than you.
Move.
Yes, it's turns out it's much easier to fit a noodle through a hose than a cow.
Move.
Angry mooing. There's doubtless a point where Cass has to do the push again, but you get through and eventually realize that the path you're following is taking you beyond simply the Lord's inner chambers. Now you're approaching an exterior door, another one of the hidden exits from the hold on the inside. Ursula is able to quickly identify what this is. It's much like the statue inside the temple. This one depicts Colton's grandfather lifting up a great mining pick in one hand and a huge ore stone in the other. You reach up and tug the statue's beard, and it chunks heavily and reveals a path out of the keep entirely, from which you are certain this Nagamander's path goes. So, once you leave the keep, I will ask for one more survival check to follow the trail to its terminus. So now we've gone from the smooth stone to grass and gravel outside.
Yeah. You're assisted on this again.
Yep.
We're outside?
90.
Yes, the path you are following, that of this last Nagamander, leads you out of the keep entirely and onto the hillside outside. Probably the opposite side of the hill as Ehrenberg itself.
Shite. Are
How
you
long have
sure
we-
this is the right way?
Castle shrug. I trust Ursula's nose and Szooth's.
This
be-
is where it leads.
It would be quite hard for the both of us to be mistaken on this.
Well, let's keep going then.
How long have we been traveling at this point?
Probably 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
You guys have succeeded at a high enough level to keep going at a pretty good clip, but it is just a lot of walking through the tunnels. And so, you follow this path in the dirt cut by the Nagamander's serpentine body, and eventually come to an actual path, a gravel-crusted walkway that leads down to some quite large stones, and on those stones you quickly realize are a rather inordinate number of snakes, all sunning themselves, much as Nahia likes to do.
All right, potion up.
It's true. I do love a good sunning.
The sun still burns my scales.
Yes, now would be the time to bring promotions.
Such pain, wow.
I have adapted to the constant searing pain.
But given that you're inside, you're not really gonna be burned.
Part of the reason why I got this thing built.
Where's
So-
the boop coming from?
Either DCL or MERS, one of the two.
It is probably me because even though I have the voices going through my headset, I do not have my computer sound going through it as well.
Yeah. Maybe just turn off Roll20's little audio pings. So that's what's getting fed back.
I'm just going to change the audio channels and not mess with Roll20 because it breaks enough as it is.
That's fair.
Wisdom.
So. Did everyone get a magic resistance potion, or is that only certain people?
Yes.
Okay.
Oops.
Just
Fuck my string.
making sure.
Oh wait, wrong character.
Yeah, antitoxins going out as well.
There we go.
All right. Everyone starts double chugging potions as they
Ah,
walk towards what becomes apparent to be a pool, a small hollow on the side of the mountain that's become full of fresh water, possibly spring water. And in addition to the dozen or so large snakes and hundreds of smaller ones that have come out now, as you approach the side of the pool, you see there is, in fact, a Nagamander sitting in it. Her entire lower body is submerged beneath the water, but you can tell just by her upper body's size she's much larger than the other snakes. Much older, too. Her hair is flowing well past her waist and into the water, and it is red tinged with streaks of gray. And she is holding in her arms, cradled like baby, a little Orson, held to her breast, rocking him as if he were her own child.
Oh, tiny baby man.
Little tiny baby dwarf.
No one's able to resist giant mommy milkies.
I was about to say, save and stop projecting. Right. Do we keep following on or?
I mean, following on, it's fucking violence time.
This is it. I've little doubt this is it. He is either in her or in the pool.
Well, I guess here we go, killing again.
God, the badger really followed the whole way.
I was gonna have him
Maybe-
go away, but then I realized, you know what badgers fucking love? Snakes.
maybe
Yeah,
it
he's
start eating
probably
snakes.
gonna eat a snake, yeah.
Little bad.
He can join us in having the shits later.
Do you want a potion
Badger, he won't
badger?
get the shit.
Yeah, like badgers will kill, eat an entire snake, get the shits, temporarily have a heart attack, die, and then get up and go again. It's just how they roll.
I almost want to see if you're serious on that.
I am serious. That's what happens.
Well,
They will consume a lethal
No.
amount of poison, shit themselves, have a heart attack, die, and then resuscitate for some reason. Too angry to die, I assume.
yeah, the honey badger actually has an incredible toxic resistance and venom
enough.
resistance. It can literally be bitten by a king cobra and survive.
So roll an initiative.
Fuck my terrible initiative.
I join you.
And right in the middle.
God, that'd be nice. Koinu and then eventually Aina. Both characters will have positive initiative modifiers, which after a few years of Sav&D 4, I'm looking forward to.
Since we're literally just able to look at them right now, could I say that like just start off with rage?
Yeah, I mean, you guys absolutely have the initiative. The Mander is sitting there not doing anything. She's glanced up at you. She knows you're there, but she's not doing anything. She's just vibing. Scout, don't forget to roll initiative for Mori.
Sorry, but you're about to get the harshest vibe check in the world.
Me and Murray just going at the same time. Don't even matter.
No, Cassie is fast as well.
Spoiler, but nothing anyone's really surprised about here. All right, excellent. Fuckboy McCat is up first. What are we doing?
Apparently violence.
We're getting my boy back.
Yes, we're going to run up there and rip Orson from her grasp.
Cass will look at Ursula. You want to go over there right now? Teleport.
Yeah. Dimension door? Oh, yeah. Zoom.
All right. Let me grab tokens. No, not you two. Cass is not going to just put you in the water. That seems ill-advised. It's gonna.
I assume up here on this ledge.
Yeah, he's gonna start out up here. That seems safest. And I believe that's an action for him. So.
You can chug an inv potion because it's gonna get snaked otherwise.
Yeah, he has chugged all of them potions. Don't you worry. So I believe
Yeah,
that's...
I just don't want to cover myself in icons. We're loaded.
Yeah. All right, Ursula, your turn.
Well, I move up on the sledge.
The snake's ready to action triggers. She hands you Orson.
Oh no.
I take him.
Enormous snake will just
I just
hands you up little unconscious Orson. He seems to be sleeping.
looks at her and like, what's your game?
She does the little tongue flick at you.
I move back Orson away from. No, I move him back so he's behind me over here.
Okay. Yeah. He's a grown boy, but you are very strong. He's easy to manipulate. He's also probably lost a few pounds from the 6.
Yeah, I got 27 at the moment, so
Yeah, little tiny
very...
potato sack. You set him down in the grass. Like I said, he's pale and sickly, but he's definitely breathing. He doesn't seem to be in any like mortal danger.
Where is he?
She gestures to the pool, spreads her hands. He is everywhere. Always.
Hey, get your ass up here. I have a rug I need to make out of your fucking skin.
So, Ursula, you still have your action. Just taking Orson from somebody didn't really take a full action.
Yeah, that's what Pates is for. It's really easy. Num num. So yeah, I will protect Orson. Bonus action, haste action, dodge, and action, ready action to chuck an accent at Dave or any other fucker that, the first hostile fucker that does anything.
Okay. That makes sense to me. Siggy.
Not quite what I expected to happen. But can hardly just let Dahag wait us out. So I think what Siggy's gonna do is walk up, grab Snake, yeet Snake into pool. Are we just assuming she is strong enough then?
Yeah, it's. Did she take the giant strength potion? I think
Yes.
she did. Yeah, okay. It's a very big snake, but it's also just a snake, and she's wearing plate armor. It'll nom at her gauntlet, but she boop, yeets it into the pool. If you want to roll for like extra distance, you're welcome to do so, but it really can't stop this from happening. It has like 12 strength. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. It splashes into the water, flails around a little. I think snakes can swim.
Yes, they're incredibly
Alright.
good swimmers.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it doesn't drown or anything, but it's very confused by what just happened.
I mean, it depends on the snake.
True.
She's just going to start marching towards the next one.
All right. I assume she doesn't have enough room to actually get over there and do another yeet.
No, 5-foot
Alright.
shot.
All right. So, having been delivered a present of snake, a much larger snake is going to come out and take vengeance for this bullying.
No.
It is not, in fact, going to take vengeance for this bullying. Tarn.
All right. So actually, Ursula's readied action would go, wouldn't it?
I assume. Well, let's see if it's within range because it's only 60 feet. It is out of her range, so I'm gonna assume Ursula's not just gonna waste her action.
I mean, it did spawn in range, didn't it?
Let's see. That is a good point, I suppose. Yes, just barely. All right. Yeah, Ursula, if you want to throw a couple of hand axes while this thing is popping up out of the water. Well,
Good thing she were angry. Wait, no, never mind.
yeah, I don't think that works. I guess you just crit the big snake. Or Cass. I'll give you your choice if you want to just crit Cass and just be petty.
I'm not gonna
Well,
crit
instead of the
Cass.
venomous matron.
All right.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
So yeah, you
Cat.
let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 20 damage. She hisses and recoils. Ow.
My bad.
I'm not your
Just
enemy
yeet it
here.
again.
If
You
you're
did
the
that other thing.
Hague's bitch, then unfortunately you are.
I want the Hague. Get me the Hague.
Your second
Really?
attack will certainly hit the big snake. And yes, Tarnavak, you can do your thing now.
Yes. Okay, I'm just going to quickly insight the venomous matron. Okay. So, no idea. I personally don't believe her in the slightest. So,
I mean, she's an attractive female. Usually it's going pretty well for us if we trust those.
yes, but she's also a snake and and most likely a spellcaster.
Hey, I semi-resent that as a close relative to snakes.
It's chopping time on her.
Okay. Yeah, that is a resounding hits.
And then haste.
Oh, disgusting.
All right. Let's see. She doesn't have shield or anything, so she just can't even try and stop this from happening. Not that it would. So
No.
12 hit damage up.
Tara, no, you could tell it's not a. You could tell it's a companion because it's not overpowered. No, wait.
92. Okay. Ow. Just... She recoils and hisses as you lay into her with Tomakiri. The water is tinged green with her blood. Hashat.
Okay, so this snake came out of the water. So Hashat's going to walk up to this rock and just crack it with her hammer and send it careening into the water here, and then she's going to blow it up.
Okay.
Maybe not. Damn it, Tarnavak. Oh, wait, Tarnavak's in the air. You had to fly.
Yes.
Right. So
Yeah, you can
once
put
it's
the origin of the AoE down deep enough in the water that it won't hit Tarn. It's no problem.
yeah.
Alright, well, this little snake is going to explode. There's not really any saving it. Well, I guess it gets to make a save because it's a minion. Dab. Alright. Big snacks. One pass, one fail. Let's see. It's 19, so 9. And while I'm here, let's see. Hey, look, you found him. And 19. Alright.
But I'm in awe of that Tomakiri beatdown still. That was spicy.
Tarn is fucking terrifying. Also, I
He
guess, was the
is.
Venomous Matron in that area of effect? I think she
No.
was just out. Okay. So it's her turn. Well, I guess first, at the end of your turn, Hashat, she's gonna use a legendary action. She's gonna reach out and just pick up the snake and just bite into it. Oh, it dies. And she's gonna hit some hit points. Back, because that was frankly very rude.
Okay, not gonna lie, that seems pretty.
I love
All
that power. That's
adjacent
real
cannon.
cool.
Yeah, for being adjacent, you have to be in melee, but it's not gonna lie, that's actually a little cool.
And yeah, so following that, let's see, 30 feet long. So I think that's just gonna get Tarn. Boop. So that's what she will do on her turn. Oh, there's Tarn. Tarn, the matron, used a legendary action to give herself some hit points, and then dropped an AoE just on you. Please make a dex save.
Oof.
All right.
12 damage.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no, it's Jetstream Salamander.
yeah, it's the other effect that's a concern.
So she
Yeah.
is going to blast you back. You are immobilized for the time being.
Wait, immobilized by what?
The spell she just cast.
Oh, actually, if that was a spell, then, I do have magic resistance.
Yeah, so that's a 14.
Alas, not enough people close by to save my face it.
Indeed.
Although, actually, this is a big enough deal that I will just Indomitable it, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay, move you back just in case. Okay.
It's damage.
That was a worthwhile use of that ability. It's the first time it's ever helped.
Yeah, literally, I think that is true. So yeah, you dodge under the brunt of this jet stream. The salamander will scowl and say, "What is your problem? I gave the boy back. I don't want to fight you. Your quarrel is with my master. I am
And
just
if he
here to
showed
care for the
himself,
child."
if he showed himself, you would become our foe.
If you do not, then go. I will not stop you if you leave. If you do not wish to fight, then get out of here.
She will glance at you warily. Are you telling the truth, Tarn? She's going to throw an insight at you.
Yes. If
Okay.
she is just going to fuck off, I won't copy her.
Okay. Yeah, then she will use the rest of her turn's movement to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get up here. You see a truly massive serpentine body, easily the size, if not larger, than these great dire serpents slithering up. And her scales, you see as she comes up out of the water, are very old and leathery. Is clearly just as ancient in her mander form as the top half of her body. She will stop on the water's edge, take up a defensive posture, snarls at you, but takes no further action. In fact, actually, no, that's not true. She will take one further action. She will point at you, Tarn, and say, "Watch out." As a snake comes up out of the water. Or, no. Tarn is immune to having his speed reduced, apparently. It lunges at you, but falls short. Szooth.
It's a joke I want to make, but it'd be a waste of attacks. Actually, I could come over here and still whack it, which I think is what I'm going to do. Just to be safe. Actually, I'm a barbarian. What am I doing? Just in case some shenanigans happen. I don't want to get pulled into the water just yet. Alright, I'm going to whack the snake. Big snake.
If you remember to change your strength in the character sheet to
Yes.
27.
It is damage. Believe me, I did. Alright. Whack it. Try to whack 3 times. Well, reckless. So get advantage.
Okay.
Just making sure all is good. Alright. Whack, and a whack.
Okay, let's see. The first hit is enough to kill it.
Okay.
Chop goes its head.
Oh, God.
Wait, just as a stupid thing, Szooth will come up to the rest of the dire serpent and go,
I've always wanted to do this, but I've never been strong enough for it. Hey, yeet!
just throw the dire serpent back into the water.
Sploosh. It sinks down into the water. Quite slain. Dark blood bubbles up as it goes down.
The turtle has made it to the water.
Right. How much movement was that?
But
25.
being for Totem,
Okay. I guess I'll just move 5 over here.
you
Yes,
have
that
like
movement.
60 feet of movement.
Not as ashes, unfortunately.
You didn't chug the haste?
Did I get a haste potion?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like,
Yeah, no. Okay,
like-
never mind. Yeah, no, never mind. I have that. There's no reason why I wouldn't chug that for this fight. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll move over here then.
Okay.
And that be my turn.
Mori.
Does she have any sense of Dahag here? Any god senses tingling?
Yeah, she can make a perception check.
I mean, she's a paladin. Can't she just paladin at it?
She is a creature stat block.
All right. Oh wow, she does not have a perception skill, even though she's a shiny hunting raven. I'm shocked.
What are you
17's
talking
still
about?
pretty
She's
good
great. Very keen senses.
though. Eh.
She will close her eyes for a minute, extend a hand, and point out right here.
Cool. All right. She is. Oh, right. Yeah, she's an armor, so her fly speed is still a mere 30. So
Mhm.
she'll move up 30 for now. And as she does so, we'll take a longbow shot.
Into the water
I'm-
or at the big
I think-
snack.
Let's see here. Actually, right there, big snack is not a tremendous deal, but I feel like all of these small snakes around here, I've seen that she's seeing they could be used for resources. Just gonna execute one of those with a just pick. Oh, not never mind. Should just miss terribly. Put that bow and its snapped bowstring away and sigh.
No,
I guess that
it's
doesn't need to be one
masterwork.
next to Snaggy. It can be like over here.
Don't worry, it's a masterwork bow.
Yeah, no, the bow is not damaged. She just
Yeah.
flings an
Just
arrow
a
off into the distance, never to be seen again.
Just sighs.
Morrigan to Mori.
Yeah.
Yes, a shot. A longsword can stab. It will just do a die size less damage when used inappropriately.
Very well.
Alrighty here. We're on the spot that's been pointed out. Let's just fill that section of the pool with actual fucking godfire. Flame strike!
Okay.
Ready?
I believe that's a
Decent-
radius
decent
effect.
roll.
It is a radius.
10-foot radius. Okay, so won't hit anything else.
Yeah, but it is, as I say, like it's a 40-foot high cylinder, so she can place that motherfucker real deep.
Yep.
Orbital laser.
Bang!
Pretty much.
And see little ethereal raven's feathers sort of fluttering away from the impact zone. Water splashes and steams and does all that fun stuff.
Okay.
I don't have any bonus actions, so that is me.
Okay. And perhaps surprisingly, Dahag does not reveal himself. The serpent remains underwater.
What do you mean surprisingly? This guy's been a baby ass bitch this entire time.
Because he knows that if we kill him, he'll simply go away. We must urge him into showing himself.
Your thing.
Let's see. No, he does not appear from the water, but he will cast a spell deep down there.
Oh, that's some fuckery.
Question.
Yes.
Component vocal. Underwater casting.
Yeah, he he can breathe underwater.
Yeah, but
And he's using a
So,
snake
what-
mouth in the first fucking place. It doesn't matter.
okay.
I mean, all right. Technically, if I wanted to be less cool and less wasteful of his action economy, he could just walk out. But it's cooler.
So I assume we see like a fucking there he is. Okay.
Yeah. So, boop. There is a flash of light deep beneath this dark pool. Then Dahag appears next to the priestess. He rises to his full great height and hisses at you, saying, "Come now, all of you. You have been returned the boy. Is that not enough for this day?"
It is not.
Normally, we're not the ones to preach revenge, but you kind of been a massive dick.
You've hurt our loved ones. And you will hurt the loved ones of others. And you have inspired those who we would care for to incite hatred, fear, and pain on others.
And frankly, unlike Lord Winter, we can't really trust you not to keep doing it.
Which should be saying a lot for you, you little cunt boy.
So be it then. Another sacrifice this day.
It will be your last sacrifice. I hope you enjoy watching yourself die.
We've brought your weakness. We have the badger.
Indeed, the badger charges headlong into the fray and eats a snake.
Atta fucking boy.
It's lunchtime.
Lunchtime. Cass. 1, 2, 4, 5. Shit, he can't get in there 'cause the fucking snake. I guess he'll just throw a cantrip at Dahag. Yeah.
Don't worry,
Yes.
Dahag's brain is smooth. It will hurt him.
No. The brain is full of wrinkles. Ursula.
I feel like the first time he ever got mind slivered, he rolled a 1. He's obviously been brushing up on the fucking book facts since then.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Well, as a bonus action, I will smash the fucking I forgot the name of the blue plant.
Magebane?
Magebane paste. Yeah, the Magebane paste onto my silvered masterwork fucking hook shape.
Okay.
So Cassidy, save him, and I move up here, and I will hit the son of a bitch with it.
Okay. Yeah, that is a solid hit.
So con save.
Let me see. So it goes down to. Yep. Nope, he is poisoned.
He fails.
He's
Just yeah.
Sick irony.
That is really ironic, yes.
I love
He
it.
just looks. And now Ursula has a fucking cloud giant hold on this son of a bitch. He just looks at him with really fucking angry eyes. I told you. You would regret it.
He chuckles. I suppose an apology is a little late now. Siggy.
Yeah, so. Hey,
Oh, sorry. Well,
you do it.
Sorry.
But that's not reckless enough for you.
Let's see. Actually, no. That does hit. That does hit. His AC still not very good.
Yeah. And then haste action.
I hate that gift so much. Okay.
It was apt for a bear.
It is. It is very apt. All right. So you get the hook in and then follow up with a couple big wolf claw swings. Anything else?
I literally just dig my fucking feet down so hard into the dirt, into the rock and soil.
All right. Siggy.
It's dashing time. And that's that.
Siggy once again is cucked by 5 feet.
Oh.
Let's see. This snake is very dead. Tarn.
Yep. Just in case, I'm gonna haste action disengage.
Okay. That's
And
probably a good point.
yeah, come over here and it's time to start stabbing a bastard in the chest. Repeatedly. That's Siggy's sheet. Whoops.
You wish you could make a number of atomic amount of stabs with the fucking Hurley Avenger.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, kidding.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry, I would be fighting Spirituing here.
Yeah, that
if
makes sense, yes.
Yes.
Either way, that's a crit right on the first hit, so...
Oh, dear.
you don't think Dahag
Oh
survived?
my
Oh, dear.
Well-
Double snakes!
Roll the table. Let me see if Dahag's alive to do so, real quick.
Sure, that is
21, and you punch through his resistances, so...
62 in the chest hole.
Alright, he is alive. Barely.
God damn.
He will, in
So
fact,
close.
use his reaction to grab your weapon just by his hand, and you are taken off guard enough that he's able to twist it out of your grasp with a swipe of his own blade.
God, if he didn't grab the weapon, he was dead. I mean, he fucking had to.
Yeah, that was critical. You have anything else you'd like to do? So I guess that was... I mean, you do have another attack, I guess, from haste if you want to pull something else out. He would love it if you could kill him with, like, a hammer or something real quick.
no. I had to haste
Oh,
disengage.
That's right. All right. Is that it then?
Yeah.
All right. Hashat. Oh, wait. At the end of your turn. Might as well have him take his legendary action. While he's still here. Let's see. Yeah. He's going to really quickly do a move similar to your own, though not nearly as impressive in its speed with his own great sword. He's going to target the matron next to you. Ow. He, in a lightning flash, draws his blade across her flank and chest. The matron hisses, recoils, looks at him hatefully, but does nothing else. Hashat.
Hashat is going to move here and use her haste to dash.
Okay.
And as she moves, she's going to put her hammer away, twist the handle and pull out the queen sword,
Okay.
which is a +2, which is a magic weapon.
It is. I'd honestly forgotten you had that, because it's never been used before.
Oh my
Like,
god, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you draw the sword portion of that fucking weapon.
You've had this coming for a long time. And she will leap to try and ram the sword into the guy's heart.
Okay.
So I'll use my inspiration.
Makes sense.
To queen. And I'm blessed. Thank God I used my inspiration. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that would have been incredibly embarrassing.
And sorcery points for a second strike.
Okay.
You've still got that set to roll a d8 instead of a d6.
No, because I'm two-handing the long sword. This is already it should be a d8. Why does it still say slashing though? God damn it! I thought
It's fine.
changed that.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. You put the parenthesis in. That's fine. Okay. You drop Dahag. He is brought low by the blast of power from your queenly blade. Anything else on your turn?
My turn's up.
Stand over Dahag so the matron can't fucking take his heart.
Yeah, I do have a little bit of movement left, so I guess I can do that.
Yeah, you definitely got to fucking body block her.
You say as she just turns around, not wanting to risk Tarnavak Oppies, just gonna just go over here in the pool. He slithers away, clutching her wounds. And let's see. I guess technically at the end of your turn, she did eat that snake. Can't give Dahag temporary hit points though, because he's unconscious. She's gonna go over here and, clutching her wounds, submerge her body back into the pool. Say, really now? You don't want to leave any witnesses? Not even me? Your own fucking mother? And she's going to take the dodge action. Because one more of those and she is going to die. And she does not want that, particularly. Dire Serpent is going to come over here and try and kill Mommy. And fail. Ash.
Okay. All right. So, question. You're supposed to be taking penalties if you swing when you're in the water, right?
If you're completely submerged in the water, yeah, you'll have disadvantage with anything that's not a piercing weapon.
How deep is that water, anyways? How does it look? Is it clear?
It is opaque water, but you could probably stand in it and like get your arms above it to poke at this dude if you're trying to go after the big snake.
Okay, I do want to go after the big snake. Unfortunately, do I? No, I do not.
If you dash, you go from
If I dash, I could.
what is it,
Let's
90.
see, 30. Okay, I could just come around here, but then I wouldn't be able to reach it. So I'd
Yeah,
have to.
but you could reach this fucker, stab him in the heart.
I'd also say, DCL, remember you have 27 strength. You could say jump here.
All right, you're right. I'm so used to not having jump. You're completely correct. Do we have to stab him in the heart to finish him off?
We don't just have to stab him in the heart. We have to pierce his heart and bleed the contents dry to stop him from coming back.
Well, I guess here I go gouging again. I do have a pike weapon, which is a piercing in this game, right?
Pike.
Right.
Pike is piercing, yes. I mean, you can look on the sheet and see what damage it does.
I don't know, I just have to check with 5e because it's weird about its weapons. All
It
right.
is.
Do I have to make an action to jump?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure jump is just part of your movement.
All right. So jump over here. Let's just come over to the Dahag. I think I'll use a dash action. Yeah, let's just start piercing that heart.
Okay. If he survives this, I'm going to be genuinely shocked.
We're recklessing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wrong character sheet.
Yeah,
You
please
got
not
the
have
magic
Szooth just
knife,
punch him to
dude.
death.
Giselle, you
He's
have
so
the magic
fucked.
dagger.
I have what?
The magic dagger, remember?
Yeah, but I don't like using that. And I do not want to use Shadow Killer to stab a poison like god to death. I'm going to use my fucking spear because it's also magical and is light based and is probably not going to absorb the avatar of poison and deceit into my body. I do not trust
Sounds
that dagger.
metal, though.
It does.
It is
I mean,
metal.
You should just pull his heart out and eat it. That'd be awesome.
I mean, I want to, but I'll
I'm
do that
not gonna
after I
lie,
die.
I'm strongly considering, if he's still alive by the time my turn comes around, pulling it out and drinking it myself.
I'm the one who's immune to poison. I don't know if you should do that.
I mean, I'm full of antitoxin, magic resist potion. I basically just want to enjoy shitting him out again afterwards.
Ew.
Fair enough. Anyways, boop, boop, and a boop. Oh, and wait, no.
All right.
Did I use my bonus action?
You did say reckless, so that's fine. Yeah. Second one puts 3 failed death saves on Dahag. He's slain.
All right.
Drive your blade down into his chest and find not really much of anything.
You know, I would be surprised at this point if it wasn't for the fact he has a kind of, I don't know, what's the word? Chant? For doing this? Right, his heart's not here.
Yeah. All right. I bet I know who has it then.
Have enough movement. That was quite a lot. I don't think I do. And I have to dash. Okay, you said the second one did it, right?
Yes, the second attack did the slaying.
Okay, then I'm gonna dash over here and I'm gonna give a bop with my last one on this one. Because I think I need to dash for that. I'm like 99% positive.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bop the dire serpent.
Okay.
At 24. I don't think I can do anything after that.
Don't
though.
really need to. That's a huge amount of its health. It hisses and bleeds profusely.
No, but I don't want to give it the chance.
Oh yeah.
Wha-
Chat does make a good point. I assume you were turning the radiant mode of your spear off for this, because, well,
Wait. Okay, remind
So
me.
that it
why
deals so that it does piercing damage instead of radiant damage to his heart. I mean, do piercing.
Oh yeah.
okay, yeah.
But I do have one more beacon strike, so I'm gonna expend that.
Okay.
Good.
Would you like to include the matron in your enemies list?
No,
Okay. That's important information for her survival.
there's weird things going on there, but generally, trusting giant women has worked out for Szooth, so we're gonna keep up that trend until it's broken.
Okay.
Yeah, can't deny it.
Ignore the X12.
Yeah.
That only did 5.
All right. And that's a 10-foot radius. No. Snakes live.
All right, that's my turn. I had to just make sure.
All right. Mori.
Okay, so I have a horrible sinking feeling. But first, we'll fly over here and do another evil sense. 15.
All right. She senses no immediate presence of a divine. However, she still senses something off. She's not able to put her tongue on what it is. Just that there is something still here.
Well, put your tongue on it. You don't know where it's been.
Then, goodness. God, I have no idea what to do, what to try and target next. Let's go with the longbow shot on the dire serpent. We don't want to kill it because I want to see if we can grab that thing's heart too, just in case. I could miss, whatever.
Yeah, that will miss.
She doesn't have multi-attack. It's so weird.
She a rogue?
No, just an NPC.
Nahia.
All right, walking up to here, and let's blast 2 snakes. Just to get the, you know what? No, that's badger food over there. I'll keep going. 10 more, and
I just had an idea, and if it's what you're doing, Savin, I'm going to kick you in the balls.
What do you think I'm doing?
If Dahag suddenly turns out to be the badger all along,
I was thinking Orson.
Yeah, I think it's either in the matron or in Orson.
I'm hoping it's in the dire serpent.
And yeah, no, that's what I think, but I was just like, wait, what if Savin played the long con and it's the badger?
No, that's your friend. Why?
The most
Why
the
unlikely
badger?
of places.
Most unlikely foe. Matron, tell us, where is Dahag? He seems intent on silencing you.
She will hesitate a moment. I bear him no love, but still he is my blood. Will not betray him, nor help him. You could, however.
Please, he has stolen such blood from us. We need to put an end to this, and I swear to you, you will have the freedom to live however you wish when this is done. I will give you a home myself.
I think this is more an issue of a mother's love.
Indeed, and then surely she should understand why this has gone too far.
She will hesitate a moment. Finally lowering her head, glancing towards Orson.
Oh.
He is in the lake, at the bottom, buried. He will come soon. Brace
Excellent.
yourselves.
You're the best to leave these waters then. Wait further down the edge. We'll take you away from here afterwards. Oh, it's just like grinding fucking teeth over this. Yeah. If he's still in the depths of the lake, I guess there's nothing wrong with me just chucking another goddamn flame strike, like, deep, deep down. Give him a real wake-up call.
That seems reasonable. Assume you're also going to try and incinerate El Serpento here.
Yeah, I can obviously place it on the serpent at the same time. I'll place it so, like, literally the 40-foot cone, like, ends at the top of the water on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get maximum depth on it. And kaboom!
Okay. Snap.
At last, not like an absolute shit show of D6s this time around. Like, pretty average. I'm okay with that. I really needed average after so many pathetic D6s.
The snake lives, but only just.
If only Mori shot had hit. Fuck.
Yep. Alright. Let's move Homeboy up here to become an initiative bro. For indeed, awoken by the celestial thunder. The lake shudders, water bubbling, before a tremendous force causes it to geyser up as the lake itself splits open. And Dahag appears once more. Let's put you right here. This time he is no lanky, three-headed serpent. This is a distinctly draconic form, crusted over with what would appear to be millennia of growth of tree roots, old ruined dwarven stone. Water spills off from this moss-coated body. It stares down at you, Nahia, with unending hatred. And it will strike.
I summon form for my mightiest weapon before he inevitably one and dones me, and I flip him the bird.
Ah, yes, of course. A mighty strike. Chop,
Mighty
chop,
blow.
and
Huh.
chop. I think he actually missed. Once. Twice even.
Twice, yeah. I'm staggered. I mean, I'm
Alright.
not staggered. I'm staggered because I'm not staggered. I'm
Yeah,
struck,
indeed,
but I'm not
his
down.
two huge claws slam down on you. On either side of your body. You are able to scrunch up good, and while his fangs come in and crunch into your shoulder, he is not able to bite your head clean off your shoulders. And once he spits out some bits of dragon scale mail, the serpent will look hatefully over at the lot of you here, matron included, and bare his fangs once more. No more playing around. Now you die. Speaking of dying. Oh, no. Cassidy. Is going to deliver Ursula to Dahag once more.
He knows what's up, and also he knows he's a bard with not a super useful spell slots. Might as well
Yeah.
use him delivering barbarians to faces.
Exactly, and he can't get into position to melee attack, so let's move Ursula in there. And then because he's gonna die otherwise, he's gonna hop into the water and get out of the way. Ursula.
Well then, I dig my feet into this fucking rock. This is all reckless.
All the time.
Hook shade.
Alright. That is a hit.
Con save as well.
Mm-hmm. See. Of course.
Guess it's poisoned.
And that's not a magical poison either, so lol at your magic resist. Alright, yeah, you get him. He is poison.
Tunan Kier sends his regards.
Indeed. And then
Alright, and you followed up with 2 good strikes from your axe. 7. Alright. Anything else?
yeah, I'm bracing so the son of a bitch doesn't go anywhere.
Yep. In fact, I think even in his big Draken form, yeah, you actually have more strength than him even now. Puck. Right. Siggy.
All right.
Oh no.
Cucked no longer.
If Siggy crits, it's just over too, because he's a dragon now.
Oh shit!
All right.
All right.
Hit.
What spell slots does she have? Okay.
Well, okay then.
Oh,
Well,
Through.
fuck you, Dahag.
Um.
And it was thrust. He's so fucked. He's dead.
Well, hold on.
Let's pop open that handout and see what Siggy's options are for turbo fucking this man's entire day up.
She could dismember him or try to seal him.
No, he
Yeah,
can just be.
um,
He is. This was aimed at the heart. It's buried in his body and dropped him to 0 hit points if he doesn't pass.
Well, yeah. Save or die, please.
Guess I had disadvantage as well.
Does poison affect saving throws? I don't think so.
No.
I don't believe so.
No, it does not. But still, not a great
Oh,
track
look,
record.
this
with
would
saving
be
throws.
this would be fucking incredible. I know it may seem anticlimactic, but
Ah.
oh, come on!
the
I
opposite
really-
of that.
Still.
Oh, I really wanted that OG shit to happen. Hit it again, because yeah.
I know. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not action surge time.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
And sure, let's do her last spell slot on the first foes. Alright, so should I add that up for you?
Yes, he's not resistant to any of this, as you might guess. He does
it's the
not.
Holy Avenger.
Yeah, exactly. He is not a fiend or undead, unfortunately.
Dang, I just want you to know this all could have been avoided if you weren't such a dick.
Pretty much. I love it. Like this is the most OG D&D shit is good paladin with
Good
Holy Avenger
God.
fights evil dragon. I love it. I love everything
Oh,
about it.
sweet Christ. Oh, Jesus.
Goes more than a third of his health bar.
His mom's probably like, I'm so lucky she couldn't reach me turn 1.
Like, more than half of his fucking health just went
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a Holy Avenger paladin fight a dragon.
I'm so
Speaking
I
of
love it.
destroying the rest of his health bar, Tarn.
Yeah, so just going to grab my sword back from its
Yep.
first corpse. Then flappy flap. Go up a bit and yeah. Hello, Dahag.
Fighting spirit.
I'm out of them.
Well, now you're.
She's gone ham.
Oh, she's already done that. Okay.
Which is a shame because that would have been quite nice. And then haste.
That hits, thanks to your blessed die.
Sure.
So that's at least 20 AC. Good to know.
Yep, he has the big 2-0. He is in fact an ancient dragon. I'm genuinely shocked he didn't die, but good God.
Hashat.
Can you go 2 for 2 for stabbing evil gods through the heart?
I will certainly try.
I guess I might as well use his fucking bonus action here real quick before he dies.
It's legendary, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna use a legendary action. He's gonna go after Nahia, try and give her the bonks.
This is the bonk.
Whew,
17.
big bonk.
So,
Yeah,
Oh.
he is disadvantaged though, so I think that that misses.
That's a miss.
So that was some good damage though. All right, and yeah, Hashat, you're up. Can you finish it?
I'll rip the sword out of this body. Ancestors of Minotha, please guide my sword. She will and charge. And she can make it quickly enough. She can... On her last step, she's going to cast a spell and draw power from the earth before she leaps off of this rock to try and jump onto Dahag, going for his chest. And let's see, I hope that's here. I will use.
So
I'm gonna go for broke, and use the big hit.
Don't kill him with the spell. Remember, you have to die by stabby.
But
It's an augment to the normal
It's
stab
a smite.
attack.
It's a smite. It's not a. It's not a. I'm not gonna blow him up. I mean, it's a smite to like drive it in, like the sword right to the hilt down into him. So
It is a hit. Okay. He is driven down. The force of your blows slams your sword straight to the heart. But can it be reached in time?
I'm not letting go, and I'm not letting go. So I'm gonna ride him down into the water, and Hashat is going to reach, holding down on the sword, the sword's hilt. She's gonna reach back and pull the hammer off, and I'm gonna nail this bitch in with my other attacks.
Okay. Let's fucking go.
Oh my god, yes!
Ursula is literally holding both of you with that fucking chain.
Yeah, all right, let's go character 2 pyramid.
All right.
Yeah, I'm holding them so they don't sink. 26.
Yep, that is a hit.
Yeah, it's prone.
There's 2 failed death saves on him.
And that's it!
And that's it.
You fucking literally like chisel piked that sword into his heart.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you nail drive this sword down, and this time you feel a heart underneath this dragon's breastplate as it roars and thrashes. Its tail knocks several of you over as it goes plummeting into the lake. And when it hits the bottom, Hashat, you see that there is a great crevasse down there from whence this thing came up from being buried for who knows how long. But you are not dragged down to those lofty depths, for its death throes drag it nearly to the bottom of the lake. And yeah, technically one of those wasn't a Molten Smash, but it doesn't fucking matter. As long as you could make the attack, which you did have the economy to do.
Yeah.
Yes, Might of the Mountain King, I believe, is
a smite.
Yeah, it's one of the smite spells. So that was a bonus action to cast that, action to hit, swift bonus action to do the quickened smite that does have its green flame blade does have a melee attack component.
But and then a haste action to do a third swing.
Yeah, that's 2 bonuses.
All right.
A bonus.
You can devolve a.
No, I think Merz is right.
Oh no! Can you not finish the job then?
Because a normal smite spell attacks don't include an attack, so you have to bonus that and then the action bonk, and then you don't have a bonus to quicken.
Yeah, you're right. I actually can't do that.
Okay, so he is just
only get
2
attacks.
failed death saves.
I need someone else to help me.
Teamwork.
Sneck to the rescue? No. All right, Szooth. Can you kill a dragon?
Szooth!
You going to go kill a dragon?
From Hell's Cliff, I died.
Is it from Hell's Cliff? That's a real aggressive statement.
Finish the job, Kobold.
A shame you have to disgrace the form of a dragon. They're much more noble creatures than you.
I'm missing. There we go.
No, because advantage.
Oh wait, reckless, obviously.
And
Not
you don't even have to
reckless.
reckless.
He's
He's
prone.
just
He's down.
prone. He's unconscious.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you do it. You drive. You add your blade to Hashat's sword, drive it in, and the heart is pierced, and immediately the lake begins to blacken with Dahag's corrupted blood. This is probably going to be a bad time for all of you in the water, so just Cass and Siggy, I guess, really. Actually, no, Siggy's on the shore. That's fine.
Mari's floating over it, so she's
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
On as well.
I guess, yeah, just Cass, really, is going to have to. And
Poor guy.
Hashat. Constitution saves, please. Fucking Cass doesn't give a shit.
Hell yeah. Well, you have
He's
advantage.
he's
at least
swallowed
from,
much more
antitoxin.
disgusting things anyway. Okay.
23.
God, you're just gonna throw a shot.
Ursula, you're fine. You're a fucking dwarf. You eat this shit for breakfast.
Oh, am I
Well,
not?
not this specifically. It's what
You're a
got her poisonous
construct. You
sick
also
after
don't
all.
care.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So yeah, you close your mouth and eyes and get to the surface as quick as you can before this ick gets into you. I'm going to assume at some point one of you guys can finish off a big snake. Not much of an ask.
I mean, shit. Since I only needed the one
Yeah.
attack, I could have just bunked it.
Yeah, you just slay it on your way up. And yeah, the snake
Fucking
is slain.
dragoon. Dragoon right up.
Dahag's corpse begins decomposing rapidly at the bottom of this lake. Blood spurting out with geyser-like force.
And of course,
Yeah,
I spoil the moment by hurriedly rummaging around in my bags and pulling out a scroll of Essence Steel.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pick the ugliest rock in our collection as well. I need a randomizer. What's a really ugly, like, fucking precious stone?
Agate?
The toadstone.
Yes. Oh no, poor Gunner. After all his years of searching for-
The ugliest gem is the toadstone.
It's very fitting.
Yeah.
Some horrible poisonous toad coughed this up, and now its god is being put back into it.
100% up and down. I was gonna go with either that or like the milky white quartz with the black veins, which just looks like bad cum.
Oh.
Put him in an enchanted weapon called bad cum.
No,
It's
dude, put in
really
Bad Dragon, come
terrible.
on.
No, because then he would actually get
What?
to penetrate someone.
What is actually good is that Hashat doesn't care about water anymore. It's amazing.
Yeah, but I still don't want to. I don't want to breathe this water. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
that's
not
okay.
this is not good water to be taking a swim in.
Yeah.
So, you mentioned a great crevasse down here.
Yeah, there's a huge gaping hole in the bottom of the lake now where this thing was chilling, buried much like a toad.
I will
Well-
take the time to, while down here holding my breath, to wrench my sword and just like try and cut a hole in this thing's chest to pull the
Okay.
actually heart out.
I'm actually. Kina, I'm dragging it closer to the fucking shore.
I don't think you can. Don't worry about that. I can get myself out of here.
No, she's dragging the
Oh,
no,
body
I'm
to the
doing it.
shore.
Corpse, the whole body.
Yeah,
Alright. Gonna
I'm just fucking goddamn gypsy danger walking out of the gap out of the
All
fucking
right, sure, fine.
pool here.
I'll help you too, since I have to walk out of here anyway, or teleport out.
I'm gonna be nice even after putting me in this down. We did just kill this woman's child in front of her. She can have a hug or a pat on the shoulder or whatever.
Yeah, so you
Still
walk
got a
over.
whole bunch of Mithrin in me.
She's stony-faced watching you drag this decrepit dragon out of the pit. Shudders. And yeah, there's not much left of it but the rib cage by the time you're out. The body's just falling apart like so much slime and ichor.
Yeah, just
But
like,
indeed, Hashat, between you, Ursula, Tarn, and Szooth, you can, if you so desire, wrench free this thing's corrupted, blackened heart.
I just wait for it to completely empty out.
oh, like, hey, you know what would be funny? Hey, how about we, you think Siggy, think you could catch this thing out of the air with that sword?
No, no.
What?
We wait until every last drop is out.
No. I mean, Siggy cut it in half with her great holy sword.
Well, afterwards. We can just not out of the air, just
Yeah, I could,
placed
but
on
I
the
don't
rock.
think that's a good idea.
No?
Not yet.
Just wait.
The prophecy or whatever said we have to get
Believe
every
it.
drop of blood out first, so
Mm.
let's not take any chances. This guy's enough of a cunt as it is. I don't want to be a fake dragon slayer and have him come back.
That would be embarrassing.
It's just manically just watching the heart, tipping it around, make sure all the blood comes out of it.
The heart takes perhaps the full breath of a minute to drain dry. And when it does, it seems no larger nor more colorful than a shriveled raisin, desiccated entirely. And as you hold it in your hand, it begins to crumble to dust. Drifts away into the ether.
And thus, the essence still was at Nahia.
Yeah, she'll turn around and look awkward and do the essence steal before just like tossing the stone to Ursula. And go hug your son.
Yes. Oh, by the way, Savin, that's the question. Did the spell actually go off properly this time?
Yes, yes, indeed. This time you find this soul stone full of power.
How does Orson look?
He is still sickly pale, but he is breathing a bit more steadily now.
Just lifts him up and, or rather, she goes down on her knees, lifts him so that his head almost cradling him, so that his head is on her shoulder. She just holds them and slowly rocks back and forth.
So, after a few moments, Orson's eyes begin to slowly creak open. Bit of a cough comes up, and you see some water spill up into his little beard.
I just gently pat him on the back. It's okay, just breathe. okay?
What's going... Miss Ursula? What are you doing here?
Well, it just gently leans him back so that he can, sit instead of being, cradled.
Yeah.
I came for you. Just breathe.
Look groggily around at the lot of you. There are a lot of snakes, but aside from the large milk naga, there are no monstrous ones. Give her a wary look before the snakes as well.
No.
Say, what's going on?
You were sick. You you got sick, and
I know,
I,
but he gestures around at the snakes. How did I get here? Why
that's
are there snakes everywhere?
oh yeah. It's there was a cult called Cult of the Hague of the Poison Prince, and he had a it's he it was a god entity spirit primal, and he he had actually started a cult with one of my friend's fiance's father and done a lot of bad things. And then the cult spread, and we had to do a lot of stuff together. And we stopped him several times. Last time, he threatened you because I stopped his cult thing. So he went after you because of me.
You got cursed by an evil demigod, son.
Why would he go after me to get at her? No offense, Miss Ursula, but I've only met you. Once, was it? Twice? Why the hell
We
would they care?
because I
There.
met you long before you could remember.
Right.
I was there when you were born.
There's no sign of like a light bulb going off in his face. He just kind of nods along. Oh,
Yes, and I worked for Coltan back in the day, and do you remember the mistress of the house, Asir?
so just before I fuck this up, that was Colton's wife, right? Ursula, Orson's quote unquote mom.
Yes, Asir
Okay.
Ironvein. Yeah.
Right. Just making sure here. He'll nod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my mother. Not much of her, but I remember.
Colton is your father. You know that.
Yeah.
Asir wasn't your mother.
Just blinks. What? That's.
She raised you.
Wait, are you
But she didn't give
saying...
birth to you. Just
Looks at you confused.
or son Ursula. Bear,
Oh,
bear.
slumps his shoulders after a moment. Oh. Oh.
I'm sorry.
He
I'm very sorry for a lot of things.
puts a hand out to the rock to push himself up and finds that he has strength in his legs again. A bit wobbly, but stands
Oh,
up,
careful.
looks around. Oh, okay.
Right,
Takes a few steps away, eyes wide.
please. I'm sorry. I. You grew up good. You grew up smart. He he treated you good, which is he treated you well. I don't hate him for it. I'm happy that you are doing well. I'm sorry. I when you were at the inn in the tavern there, I was afraid to touch you because if I did, I don't know if I could have let go.
Hmm.
I only want you to be happy. I'm sorry that Dahag hurt you. But
He
that
finally
his
turns around. Uh, it's okay. Is is Paul all right?
Should be.
yeah, he should, now that this is so, he was controlled for a bit, but we made sure that because during the scuffle that he was just knocked out, not hurt. He's bruised a bit, but he's alive and well. Together with the out of character. What was his name? The priest?
Radimir? Or Gunther?
No, the head priest.
The head priest.
Yeah, Gunther.
With the head priest Gunther and his paladins.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You should we go inside and maybe talk about
Yeah,
all of this?
Yes, we should return to the hold.
yes. If you don't want me to touch you, it's okay. Friends who can help you.
It's fine, and my legs have come back to me. He'll tap his foot on the ground. Guess it really was that Dahag thing.
Yeah,
Probably.
I don't know
he,
why Mr. Radimir would do that to us. Known him for years.
because Dahag, his daughter, makes a motion to Nahia. His daughter is her fiance, and she had a incurable disease So Dahag promised and used his power to make her not die. So Radomir was their cult leader. That is how the cult got money. That's how the cult got spread.
Is
It did that. Sorry.
his daughter okay? Miss Anaya?
She has started to deteriorate, but we can reverse the damage temporarily, but we know of a way to maybe permanently undo or remove that damage to her. There's also a little girl in out of character. What fucking village name? Because
Adrien?
Hedrah. There's a small girl in Hedrah which has the same thing, and if we can do it to Nahia, we can do it to her, so she can grow up and walk and have a life.
Orson nods along. He's clearly still quite dazed from all this, but
How about we take a walk? It'll probably be good for your head.
yeah, that's yeah. Just take a few unsteady steps towards the front of the hole, then see that there's a hidden passageway. Turn towards that. And yeah, you guys can return
okay.
to the inner keep pretty quickly. Move y'all back there. And in fact, I think
Yeah,
I
it
can
was a fucking
probably
50-50 chance that fight should have ended on that crit.
yeah, that was
So close to that fucking the Holy Avenger moment.
That would have been pretty great.
and the Holy Avenger moment still took out 160 something hit points.
Oh yeah, still fucking
That
devastated,
motherfucker.
don't get me wrong, but it didn't do the avenging part, which would have been really dope.
Yep. Just gonna move all these corpses to places. The hell where they
Well,
belong.
the ones that
Yeah, the doors
well,
are all still
we
alive, but
did.
you murdered the shit out of a bunch of cultists.
Yeah, the cultists are stone fucking dead.
Yep. Alright, I think Radomir and Colton are still unconscious. So for a couple of minutes walk, mostly in silence from Orson, who's again just quite stunned by all of this. You can return to the keep to find Gunther and his paladins standing watch over the fallen Thane and the dwarves who yet remain unconscious.
I we need that.
Good bishop.
Mari here, she is around, seeing as you summoned. It'd be very expensive to ditch her again.
Ah, yes, yeah, I'll get her back for you in a second, and a Kitsune priest as well.
So,
Oh wow, this just like the fuck. I tried to scroll and it's like,
there's a lot of dynamic lighting on this map. It's a big map,
yeah,
so it's gonna chug. So when
yeah,
we
I
get
know.
back,
Hold
It
on
didn't show
one
like
second.
this last time.
1 second. Let me just turn dynamic lighting off since you guys don't really need
Yeah.
it anymore. Right. Huh, I can hear Tasha crying in the other room. Big baby.
Oh, there's that forge I didn't get to see.
Yeah, big porch.
Egg
Nice.
Forge.
And yeah, when you guys left, the Nagamander will just silently slither off. Find a hole to go
Whatever.
curl up into. So yes, once you get down inside, Orson will stagger over to Colton, give his unconscious form a hug. Is he all right? Pa? Pa? Shakes him.
Yes. He's unconscious. He was controlled by, well, cult magic. Okay, just I'm moving away from Radomir a bit first, just before giving him a simple
Before
wake him
you
up.
put the potion in him, Ursula,
Hmm?
the priest will hold up this black goop, the whole handful of it, and say, "This came out of the Thane. Some sort of fungus. Seems to be what was controlling him."
You mean all this time there was a fungus among us?
He nods as if he did not get the joke at all.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Does Radomir have this stuff, or is he 100% guilty?
The priest will shake his head. No, only the dwarves
What?
had this inside.
Fuck. Very well. Thank you for the information.
I cannot say the man
Very
was in
well.
clear mind, but the fungus, at least, was not a factor.
They no seem actual insanity, which is I'm not sure if it is a relief or not.
Well,
Yeah,
as you-
yeah. One
as you
one
can-
way trip, it's fine.
If you would indulge me, I would
Yes.
like to check up on some of our associates before I send you away. I want to scry for Anaya and Tahira.
Sure.
See if they may have made a miraculous recovery.
It's worth checking. I don't think it will, but it's worth checking.
I have power enough to do that, and one transportation.
Thank you.
as
And then
you
I'm
can
tapped.
see, as you can see, Bishop is doing much better. The source is gone.
Yes. Seems it was good to place my trust in you after all. Nods approvingly. Good.
Let's
Clap Orson on the
wake him
shoulder.
up and
Yeah, you can shove a potion into Colton. He'll sputter awake, coughing up more of this black goop off of his lips. What the devil? Orson, you're all right. And walking. Clap his hands onto the boy's shoulder and pull him in for a hug. Thank all the gods. Jesus, Nahia.
he just steps into view and said the gods didn't do this.
Correction. I will gesture Amari, who helped.
Yes, but
Or he'll just shake her head. I did not really help. I was there.
Hey, you are my magical power.
And you helped us find him.
yeah,
Yep.
Colton will look the lot of you over. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, you're Nahia, aren't you? We met at the back in Ivara, right? Yes, that was it.
He just sort of nods awkwardly, and she's got like a Radimus slung over one shoulder.
He
How
just
far?
looks at Nahia.
How far back can you remember, my lord?
Up until squints his eyes. Fuck, what day is it? You can tell him. Think for a moment. Last I remember was a week ago. He looks over at Radimir and spits. Cunt. Drugged me. That doors are supposed to be fucking immune.
You can ask the others for details.
Yeah, sure. Just set him down for a second. I need. Oh, this. He just clenches his fists. Tell him a few ball kicks.
Just places a fucking hard hand on his shoulder.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, you're still at Cloud Giant
still-
strength.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Run.
No, I'm not crushing it.
No,
I know
not
strength,
squeezing.
so-
Yeah, you
Override
just sit
him
him the
in
fuck
half.
down.
Yeah.
Fuck, you're a strong one. Fine.
I call them.
Turns, looks at you as if for the first time, seeing that you're not just a random dwarf from the household. Squints at you. Who? Wait, you're... Oh, fuck.
Hello. Yeah.
Sits back, looks between you and Orson. Ugh. Thank you for coming for the boy. He gestures at Radimir. Clearly picked the wrong fucking preacher to help with all of this.
Wasn't the first mistake you made.
Oh, it wasn't. Gods.
Yes. Speaking of gods, Morrigan, god of death and time. Would you please?
Will step up. Yes, Ursula?
I would like to introduce you to Thane Colton, Iron Maid. Thane Colton. Meet the Morrigan, goddess of death and time.
Never heard of her. If you want me to pray to her
Yes.
instead, I'm done changing gods.
No. No. She's just one of them that helped you.
Yeah. He
One of them.
looks past you for a moment, the Kalirian priestess. I don't know what they did to you to get that black eye, but I'm sorry I doubted the lady. I just wanted to save my son. Look at Ursula, say. As for you, oh, fine, no gods then, no swearing, just... There's no words. How sorry I am, the monster I was when I was younger. If you wanna...
Is he wearing armor plate? Like a breastplate or anything like that?
Yeah, he's wearing heavy mail armor.
Okay, I just grab him by that, the fingers just cross through that, not hurting him, just
Yeah.
denting that chain and lifting him up
If
effortlessly. Like,
you want to fucking kill me, then do it. I deserve it. Just
no,
not in front of the boy.
no. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna fucking hurt you either. As much as all what you did, he doesn't deserve it. You're gonna continue to be a good father. And you're gonna continue and be a better father. My love for him is greater than the rage that I have against you. If you so as much as mistreat him or crack a hair on his head, I will boil your fucking knees.
I'd never. I set my goddess aside to try and save him. He's all I have, Ursula. I love him with all my heart.
It was all that I had too.
I know. I wish there was anything I could do to make it right. But I know there's not.
Like he's just here stricken. Like you're gonna have a nice sit down. Just gently places him down. And you're gonna start having a nice talk. You don't have to tell him what you did. Just he deserves the truth. Lets him go.
Stumbles back against the pillar. Head hung in shame. Aye. He deserves that much. You're right. Aye.
And for your sake, but you need to know, I don't care, but I'm not gonna bring shame outside. I'm not gonna tell others this stays in the hold that I am his mother. So that your name doesn't get, so your both names doesn't get dragged in mud.
If that's what you want, so be it. But I'd not begrudge you a moment if you wish to claim him as yours. I'll tell the world if that's what you want.
I would love to. It just looks at Orson. I would, with all my heart, love to scream it so that everyone hear. But that would bring shame. Your actions would bring shame on him. It would make his life worse.
I would. It brought shame enough on me, too. Orson, come with me. I have things to discuss. young dwarf looks at you and his father. All right. Um, Pause a moment, reach out and put a hand on Ursula's shoulder. I never knew I was missing a mother until now. It was a heartache when Azir died, but I hope you stay around. I'd like
Just
to
hugs
get to
him.
know you, too.
He just embraces him and just gently strokes the back of his head. I am so sorry I couldn't be there for you.
Yeah, he gives you a hug. No words, just big, tight hug as long as he can. Before he finally steps back, says, "Well, we'll be back when the story's done, I guess."
It's okay.
Yeah, two of them are gonna head up to the Lord's chambers for a bit.
Just slumps onto the ground.
Cass immediately comes over and just gives you a big hug, Ursula. Did great.
You did great, Cass. Pats him.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad that turned out so well. Didn't think we'd actually get an apology out of that bastard.
I don't. He knows now at least. I just hope he gets better and continues to do great things.
To say you've been through a trial is, I think, would be the understatement of the century. Although he was all you did have at one point, at least now you have a lot more. Your own family.
I do indeed.
You know, assuming things start calming down soon, might be able to key in his life more as well.
With all the things we have to do.
Still many more things, yes. But I don't think anyone would begrudge you if you wanted to stay behind.
Gave my word. Remember, I've been keeping my word to y'all. I would have you back as long as you would need it.
I am still a meager creature, so I don't really know what my promises really amount to. But so long as your word is to help us as well, then I too shall give my word to make sure that you can survive so you can come back to your boy. It's the least you deserve after all, Ursula. You've shown mercy and patience beyond what the man deserves.
I didn't want to make him sad. I just wanted to be happy.
Well, if you've learned anything from this entire experience, you've learned that you are indeed a wonderful mother. No matter what happened, you kept his interest and happiness in your heart.
Hopefully that's good enough.
Considering how this could have gone if you hadn't, I think it was very wonderful indeed.
Thank you, Szooth.
My words are the least I can offer. I just wish I could do more for the situation. I understand you're still going to need some time to unpack all of this.
Well, it's not so much me that it's him. It's our son. Yeah, it was a lot for him.
Oh, I have no doubt either. But he's got Ursula blood in him, so I'm sure he's strong enough to deal with it, and come to terms with it as well. It's like you said, he grew up smart, strong, and wonderful.
Yeah, did. Now at least he can continue to do it, so it's a good thing. But just stands up and flexes. We got things to do. Got things to deliver.
This night, at least, we don't have to rush to what comes next.
No. But in less than a week's time, we have to deal with something else.
There'll always be a something else. So enjoy the time with him you can get.
I will, if I will if he feels that he can do it. But if he needs time for himself to, as Szooth said, unpack and handle his feelings, then I can wait. Going where, Hashat?
To take Radomir back to Avara.
He's got Radomir slung over her shoulder and looks rather shattered by this point. I won't be able to sleep until this is done.
Very well.
Perhaps you should slather the bastard in some mage bane after you go
Oh.
through. I don't want you disrupting my game.
It's fine. Actually, no. I'll take a pot. If I have to, I will stuff a rag in it and then. Oh God, that's a horrible thought. Whatever.
Mori will just wave a hand. I think now that his patron is dead, we won't
Oh,
have to worry
that's a
about
good point.
his
He's
spell casting.
You're right.
Oh,
He's probably actually
that's
completely
right.
powerless. Right. That's fine.
I believe you said he was just a prestidigitator once upon a time.
Yeah, but just a cantrip great illusionist, which delightful memories of that as a child, but they're all but spoiled by this point.
Yes. Yeah. Get another Mori pat.
Well, if the closest from here is to Nerme, right?
Did
I-
Narume have a suck?
Not yet. It would be completed in a few days, I think.
Oh, well then,
Castle, lean in. Why not just go to Avara?
because we've got to go back up north after this. No, as in I'll go to Ivar, but we're talking about the moment that comes after, getting
Oh.
back here again.
I think Anderlin's the closest tower.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
I can come
Alright.
for you tomorrow,
Sure. Let's get this over with.
but everyone else will have to make their way, either stay here or make their way back down to Underland. Unless we all go. But I suspect Ursula may wish to linger.
I would like to see what his response is at least. Do we have to go now?
You do not know.
Only I do. And this sack of evil potatoes.
Just Nahia, Radimir, and Morrigan, I believe.
And last calls. Just randomly a Duck Bishop going to just immediately put him out of his comfort zone. Send him off a hook or something like.
No, please don't abuse the boomer. It's not his fault. Alright. So yes, you
Well,
can. Oh, go
We
ahead.
have some of the other team outside, right? The other NPCs.
That's true. Tassie is outside, as is Jack, Jally. Let's see, where is right back in the forge? There is Stellana.
I wanted to
They're from
see
this
some of
country,
the.
though.
I would stay as well. Regardless, I can. It's easy enough for me to go back to Avara, and I can bring everyone tomorrow as well.
You don't have to actually go through it. You can just open it and just shunt it through.
I know.
Hmm. At some point in the near
But
future, Tassie will probably make her way inside as well.
Well, after I send Nahia, I'm going to go outside and see how things are going.
Yeah. Alright. So yes, Nahia and Co can be teleported back to the Magister's Tower in Ivar. No sweat. The earth swallows them up. The dwarves look deeply concerned by all of this. This is not how the earth is supposed to work.
That's what they think.
That is what they think incorrectly, but deeply distressing.
Oh, and now I am gassed. Oh gosh, I need to lay down.
Oh, poor baby. Get a cast massage.
Right there, little Cass. I think I could use your help.
Oh, sure, what's up?
Well, I'm in need of the service of bards and their tales.
That is me. I am Bard.
As Nahia mentioned, we did just, even though Dahag was reprehensible beyond redemption, we did indeed just kill a son in front of a mother. If possible, I would like to find a tale to tell her so that she's not left alone in her grief. Something that might be able to inspire her hope and let her mourn.
Well, I guess we can go track that serpent woman down. Sure.
I don't think she'll be making great pains to hide herself right now.
No, no.
You don't need to come with me. I simply want to know a good story, somewhere to start.
No, I'll come. I'll come.
Well, I certainly won't deny your presence. If anyone can help cheer up somebody, it would be you.
That's what I'm here for. Alright. We'll be back in a bit. Yeah. People give Ursula a thumbs up. A
Be safe.
smooch.
Yes.
You can go off that way as well. And yeah, Tassie will be coming in about now. She'll nod. Yeah, I saw a little caravan of merchants. They said they were from your village, actually.
They are. Glad to hear they got out just fine.
Yeah, everyone got evacuated by the gate guards. They're all milling around down at the foot of the mountain. Thought it was going to be a
That's
big
good.
fire.
Only a little fire, really. But it's all been handled now. We succeeded, and the snake is dead. For good. What? Oh, right, in the back in Avara.
Yeah, Tarn can head out to start dispatching any remaining cultists. Szooth and Cass can go track down Snake Mom. You'll find her not far off from where you left her. She's very slowly slithering down the mountainside. She will look up defensively as you approach, but raise no hand.
It's okay. We're not here to be hostile. It's just, today we indeed took something from you, so, if possible, I would like to give whatever we can back.
No, you did not take anything from me, except perhaps a terrible burden I inflicted on myself long ago. I birthed that creature, it's true, but the bond we shared was one of lies and deceit and hatred. I am neither glad nor sad to see it dead. I just feel empty now.
Perhaps then you should be given a second chance. At least the ability to feel what real family is like.
I had a real family. They died long ago.
Doesn't mean you can't find more again.
Oh,
Morrigan stops up. You rang?
no, I am too old for such things. Now it's
No.
time to find somewhere quiet to go and die.
Nonsense. To live such a life would not be a life at all. Although I guess that's why you said go find somewhere to die. There's been enough suffering today. If so, I would like to help give you some meaning to life, some joy again.
Oh, and how would you do such a thing?
Hopefully by starting by being your friend. Sharing some of that burden and pain with you. It, may not seem like it due to the rather aggressive stance we had to take when we first came in, but our adventuring party is a rather mismatched hodgepodge of rather unique individuals that have all come together and have supported each other through thick and thin. It's through them I've learned what it's like to truly know what it means to have a companion and found family, even though I was never missing that in the first place. I ended up leaving trying to save my family and found a new family altogether. If there is hope for such a miserable creature as me, a little kobold that really hasn't amounted to much, then there's hope for you too.
I wouldn't say you amounted to not much, Szooth. I know what you've been through, but it's true.
Szooth kind of like slightly abscasses, like, shh.
He'll pat you on the head and say, "And still, we can't plug a hole in your heart that a family once occupied, but we can make a new place in there if you want." Szooth, I assume you'd like Cass to make the roll with assistance rather than you. A little persuade check here.
Oh, was I muted when I was saying yes because Jesus fucking Christ did not make me make a persuasion roll?
Yeah.
Okay, there we fucking go.
That's my boy.
This fucking cat is a lion heart.
The giant snake woman will just nod slowly. I suppose there is no harm. With the Dahag gone, I am no threat to anyone. At least I am Messina. I think I was the first, or at least the oldest person still alive, to contact the Dahag to save a child. She will lean down and extend it, like one finger to Szooth, which is quite larger than your hand.
Szooth will reach up with both claws and shake it and goes,
Hello, I am Szooth. And this is my other friend, Cass.
Very pleased to meet you. Would you like to come back to the hold? I think there's going to be a meal soon. Everyone else is exhausted too. If they can stomach my presence, they will
Now
join
that the
you.
now that the combat's over, I think you'll find them much more accepting. Don't worry, they have an amazing track record with giant women.
Cass will nod sagely. It is very true. Yeah, you guys can bring in giant snake mommy. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
yeah, Nahia, you have an emotional beating in store for you, indeed. You know full well that Anaya and Marie are sitting out on the deck of the Waves Horn. You can join them there. Few
Yep.
people give you very strange looks as you're carting Radomir down the street. But no one's going to really stop you. You're very scary.
Yeah. I'll walk up the old gangplank with a soft captain on deck.
Anaya will look up, start to smile, see what you have with you. Put a hand over her mouth. Obliette,
He's alive.
I know. Thank you, Nahia.
Don't thank me yet. Oh,
What
the egg has
happened?
fallen. Uh, well, Dahag is dead and gone for good. Ursula's son has
Ursula's
been saved.
good.
The enchantment effects over Colton ended. They broke. Seems he'd been under for but a week. Unfortunately, there is no evidence that such mind control was on your father. He did what he did. Well, it was not of a sound mind, but in full understanding of what he was undertaking.
I expected as much. Well, I don't. Unless I don't know what to do with him now. What authority has power over such crimes against the gods and men?
And
Or he's just gonna put
I'm
her hands up. No thanks.
if I'm honest, the crimes he's committed are numerous, both, illegally murdering innocent virgins and also undoubtedly large amounts of laundering and crime. And he should hang.
But
But
it's not as though
uh,
anyone knows that he's done what he's done, is it?
no, but I know. He knows. It's I don't know. I brought him back so you could talk to him, but I do not think it will do either of you any favors. Of course, I will not stop you.
What do you plan to do then? Going to hang my father yourself? Please don't.
I don't know what to do with him. He's just a crazy prestidigitator again. Now he's no longer some terrifying foe slain in battle. He's just an old man who lost his marbles.
Sighs and looks at him. Fine. You're right. Mary, be a dear and get the chair from below deck. Two of them. I will talk to him, I suppose. I just
Oh,
want to know
don't
why.
yeah. Don't mind the green, by the way. She'll just pause and gesture at herself. This is dye. It will molt.
No, yes, I saw it. It's not very good dye job either.
It worked on dwarves.
That's not saying much.
And goodness knows they let enough snakes into the dead.
Yes. How is the rest of Hold? Was big bloody battle?
We managed to keep the innocents away from the battle by burning down a bunch of expensive silks. We managed to prevent any of the dwarfs who had been controlled for being slain unduly. The cultists, though, those that fought, have stood and died. I do not know what the others have done with Dahag's mother, but apparently she was in, much an uncomfortable position herself, and in the end assisted with Dahag's downfall. So that's all measure of confusing too. I do not know what she will do next.
Dahag's mother?
I didn't hang around to learn the reality of all of that, but I can only assume that considering the whole save my child premise, uh, it's probably not a pretty tale.
Oops.
Uh,
Again, that's surmising. Maybe she is actually guiltless, or it was particularly good lying. I can't tell.
At this point, Marie's come back up with 2 deck chairs. She'll set one up to put Nahia into and another facing it for Radomir. Get his hands bound behind it. Not that he's much of a threat anymore.
Thank you, sweetie.
Well, ready to lay on hands, Radomir.
I still had a dice of my juice left, but I will very proudly let the daughter do the lay on hands ring.
Nahia will look at you before Marie does so and say, "Are you sure you want to stick around? I know. Not sure I want to, but I must. You could leave if you want."
I have done plenty and enough leaving you in my time. I will be here for you. And because I'm much larger, I will just simply slap squat next to her chair. Because it would be otherwise quite difficult for her to have a heart to heart with her father while I'm still like a head and a chin above her.
Yeah, so Marie will give Radomir 1 hit point. He groggily opens his eyes, looks around. Bliet. This is the last place I wanted to be. I'll glance up
Under your
from
daughter?
you.
It should not be.
Just stares at you for a moment, hangs his head. You know what I mean. It is good to see you, though, Nahia. Though, I see you are not in best of health. That is all I ever want for you. Restore what cruel fate had taken. Just know that. Of all else is always for you. Sit back. That does not make it better, Father. Does not excuse such horrible crimes. What happened to Mother? To the innocent that died because of this? One person is not worth so much suffering. Not even me. Shakes his head. No, you will always be worth everything. Even my soul. Glance at Nahia.
She's been listening and watching, stony faced and fingers tented.
What do I say to a man who is not sorry? Or Radomir will interject and say, "No, I have every regret in the world, but I would do it again for you. Oh, my greatest regret is that you ever saw witness to what I had done. To see Dahag take what was given back. All I could do to ensure it was returned was go to the Iron Veins. He said that was my last chance.
Foolish bastard.
What can I do, Nahia? No god, no power I could find but the Dahag could save my little girl.
I have already found the means. My companions and I have already found a way.
Well, what?
I almost don't want to tell him that an operation, a complicated surgery, made easier by a relic that we are going to be hunting for. Just a little bit further north from where you tried to take the Iron Vein son away. Steal his legs from him and turn him into a monster. While you were doing that, you were a scant week away from the cure.
Surgery. Every doctor I talked to said there was no surgery for this. What madness have you come to now?
I see you don't put much stock in ancient heroes. The Satyr King of Alchemy was our first port of call for a cure.
That man's entire history is turning women into monsters. You trust him with Nahia.
I don't know, I trust her with you.
Fair.
Even more importantly, at least we were able to give Anaya the choice. You went through all of this murder and all of this heartache. And you kept it from her. That is actually the worst part.
Why would I burden her with that knowledge? You heard
Wouldn't
it yourself. She would not
you
wish
would
it.
have exactly. She would have known that you would have been willing to do anything and she would have stopped you from this madness, you bastard. Families are there
Shrugs.
to care for each other, not to keep secrets and hurt them.
Parents keep secrets from their children, Nahia.
They tell
You
white
will...
lies to protect them.
This was more than a white lie, but it kept her innocent in all this. And it
Such
gave me
things
my
don't
girl
stay
back.
hid forever. He didn't. He kept her hostage.
It was better than dead. And she would have been dead by now.
Forget it. It is done. Gods do I wish I could undo the nightmares that you had performed. Your family home is ashes. Every sweet memory I might have had of you is not but poison on my own tongue.
Just hangs his head. I am sorry, Nahia. I pray to whatever gods will listen. This surgery of yours is not vain hope. For now there is no Dahag left to turn back to, is there?
No. Gone. Gone for good. And what remains of his shattered soul turned into a foul little toadstone.
I will not say he did not deserve it. still. It is my girl's life you are playing with. I pray you roll the dice well.
Put that evil on me.
I will just take your hand. I trust you, darling. We'll get through this together.
I know what to do with you. I could not put you in a prison. You would die being shanked in it by some poor person, so nah. Cannot send you for execution in and of itself. Crimes that are numerous, too deep. There's too much blackmail floating around in the first place.
Perhaps that hospital that Hashat sent her little friend Shale to. They help people whose minds are unwell, do they not?
They do. They have to be willing to accept that kind of help, though. I would not burden them otherwise.
I'm not sure he yet understands that he needs help. But they can make him with time, I'm sure.
Do not want them to keep hurting you, my dear.
He is still my father. It is worth the hurt. I at least am willing to stand by and watch family suffer if there's a chance. There's a chance that at the end there is betterment.
Indeed, so long as it is not at the cost of another's life.
This time, just perhaps chunk of family fortune is help for temple.
Eh. Yeah, well. The night is not yet spent. If you would like to make this journey there now, I'm sure we can ask Gisera nicely for a teleportation to Pargalit.
Yes, I think I would like that very much. Father, you won't understand this now, but you're sick and you need help. Perhaps the Mythans can do something for you. Murray will hand Nahia a walking cane, which is still enough to get her up and to her father's side when she puts a big clawed green hand on his shoulder. I will see you, the man you were before, again. I promise. She's gonna turn to Nahia and give you a big squeezing hug.
Hug back, and then, she can't lift her father up. I'm gonna just haul him potato sack style over her shoulder again.
Yeah. Yeah,
At
the
the
two of you.
very least, he still deserves a little rattling around.
Yeah, you can begin the trek back to Pergolith. Meanwhile, back at the Dwarf Hold, Ursula, after perhaps an hour or so, Orson will return alone from upstairs. He's clearly had himself a bit of a cry, but has done what he can to mask that. Eyes are still red, though. He'll come down to wherever it is you're sitting now. Just give you a great big hug.
Yeah, she hasn't left the spot, so
Yeah. See, most of the others have probably cleared out by now, gone to help the unconscious dwarves. He'll come and give you a big squeeze again.
Mm.
Pa told me what he could get out. I don't really know what to make of any of this, but on both our behalves, thank you for coming, for being there when we both needed you. Seems that's a damn sight more than Pa would ever have done, but it seems you're a better woman than either of us are men.
I couldn't stay away. You needed help, and I had to help.
Yeah, but you could have killed Pa. No one would have blamed you. But you didn't, and I'll never look at him the same again, but at the end of the day, he's still my father. I've never known him but a kind man, faithful to Calera till now. Charitable even.
That that is why I couldn't kill him, because that was the only part was that the kind man that he was to you was the only thing you knew, and I could not take it away from you. I just, as I wanted you to be happy, and if I killed him, I would have killed, which by my right was right, but it would have hurt you. Even if you said like, yeah, it was my right and all that thing, it wouldn't have been right to you.
Yeah, well. Thank you, then. I feel like I'm going to be
I'm
saying that a
sorry
lot
with,
lately.
no, don't need to. Just, if I could think and come up with the words better, it would have been much easier. But I'm not. I'm not that good with them. I've got it better, but I'm not so good with them. So I'm just happy that you're okay. You'll get better, but you're safe.
Are you going to stay around? I I'd understand, considering everything, if you didn't want to be here, but wanted me to let you know that if you want, you're always welcome. Treated like the most honored guest, or like family, if you'd prefer.
I can be here for you, and I would love to talk with you and just listen to you and your ideas and all the smart things that you can do. But I don't. There's a lot of bad I have from here, and I can be a family to you. I can't be a family with him.
Of course. Of course. We've got our estate in Nivara. When I'm recovered, go up there then. I understand you've got a house there as well.
Oh yeah, I'm about to start look up and looks upper with eyes move upward like thinking hard. I'm about like 3 or 4 javelin throws away. Yeah,
He blinks. That close.
yeah. It's a nice house. I was given by the Triarchs. Hey, it was sort of like a thank you for diving into that giant murder monster at the coronation thing there.
I'll,
Like, yeah,
when all this is done, then I can travel. I'll be dropping in on you as often as I can. Promise.
I'm. It's okay. I travel a lot. We get there from time to time. You can know the house. It has bear. It's the one with the bear traps.
That's your house.
Yeah.
I think I actually reported you to the city for endangering children.
Oh crap.
Orson just starts laughing.
Oh, no, I'm so stupid. I should. I totally didn't think of that. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm gonna have to move all those traps away. I am such an idiot.
He keeps laughing for a moment more before saying, well, I'm sure the city's moved them by now. At least it was only
Yeah,
a week or so before I
Yeah.
got sick.
Oh yeah, a week or so. Yeah, I moved most of the traps since then. Okay. Takes a deep breath of relief. Oh, okay. But I got a couple of thieves. Well, At least their legs.
That's horrible. How did they fall for it?
Well, it was in the chimney.
Put a bear trap in the chimney. That's
Yeah.
evil.
Well, they came to steal my stuff, so if they hadn't, tried to break in and steal my stuff, they wouldn't, have
Then you wouldn't
sprung
have
the
stolen their
trap.
leg.
Well, don't do bad things.
I
Okay.
I see you should have been the disciplinarian then.
What, for people? Oh, well, it's very simple. Like if you stick your hand into fire, you get burnt. If you take a knife and run it on your hand, you get cut. It's very simple. If you're gonna use something that is dangerous, be careful. If you get hurt, it's your own fault. But if you get hurt, a bandage and try to take care and make sure you heal up good. But if you do bad things like trying to break into my house and you get stuck in a bear trap, that's your own fault.
Of course, of course. Well, tell you what. And your friends look like you've been through the ringer. I missed the fight, I know, but I'm pretty hungry too. Why don't we all go down to the feast hall and you can tell me all about your bear trap chimneys and thief countermeasures?
I got some magic bacon.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. When she just starts telling about the Thor that we found on the island there,
Yeah,
and she
Thor
talked about
pig.
magical bacon. Yeah, the Thor is like a Thor with THOAR.
I get it. So yeah, I feel like that's a good closing moment for us, for Ursula and Orson laughing together, going to eat. Nahia and Anaya are going to take Radomir to an asylum, basically. And Szooth and Cass have dragged a big snack friend in from the cold.
That's about right.
So, friends, did you explore a new interesting location for the first time? Not really.
I don't know, like a secret escape den to a lake outside the Iron Veins' place is interesting.
Yeah,
Because
I
I thought
guess.
there weren't any of those exits anymore in a Dwarfhold. They literally got rid of them after the last war, but I guess not.
Yeah, that's what you were told.
What that really means is that all the dwarves are liars and that there is still definitely one there in every Dwarfhold because they can't fucking help themselves.
Listen, if they tell everyone that all their escape tunnels are no longer there, then they can have the escape tunnels be a secret again.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we figured out the dwarven conspiracy.
All right, well, that's the new and interesting truth about the world, I guess, too. Did you make a new ally or lasting enemy? Yeah. Kitty crits mean Asina is an ally if you want. You removed 2 lasting enemies, at least, if not 3. Did you advance or complete a quest? Yes, I believe that brings Ursula quest to a happy ending.
Congratulations.
Well,
Did you discover a new page in a companion's story? Yeah, Anaya's getting her dad some much-needed psychiatric help.
It's wild that in this campaign we have like progressed like a roundabout as far as magically curing problems is concerned, and now have swapped to ALS surgery and um like psychotherapy.
Ye-
And you say you hate Mage Punk. You're making the initial steps here, you know.
No. Alright, that's 5 XP for everyone, and I think, like, at least half of you are past 400 now.
409 out of 400, yeah.
Yeah, so, you guys have the opportunity to take a long rest here, so go ahead and apply your ASI as you see fit. Gain another one at 500.
Wonder what to pick. It's a weird thought.
And, yeah,
Hmm.
everyone can also take inspiration as well. Well deserved.
Yay!
well,
I'm inspired.
And yeah,
I'm
you're...
going to take a goddamn shower.
Yeah, you do that, you sneaky boy.
okay.
If you're watching on stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in a few days for Sav&D. Till then, adios.